The better no be to me build the personal brand beer. A better man standing out. Not saying your topic maker no be to me a dink kunim or baby obi hunu.
Me that's it. The personal branding no. Akoye if you like, a must have. A must have.
Idea was so beer will be
utminya.
Okay.
Especially in this 21st century. Workplace necessary. Nyama bebre and so bebre. It's not even only about competition. Sometimes people think that you're standing out because of competition. No, you're standing out because you are unique. And the conversation about personal branding no, hovers around uniqueness. Send your beya strategically no, obe to me a building a public image, both professionally and personally.
Uniqueness, you know, yamwa wania want uniqueness nasi. So be a strong one.
Be dance so.
Okay.
Be a strong one. Na aya na nipa bebre no because ye hwed de nipa ye. Eno nti emaye ntumi enyi ye nema emaye standing out. Now, opesa wo hwɛ nneɛma a bit more standing out as far as personal branding is concerned. There are 4 major areas research actually. Number 1, no, you can look at your values. There are things that are very intangible, but you can tangibilate them. What we mean is so to me found san kamba oni na obe done it, you know, na a show ewe dia obeye. Into no ayana personal branding in common utumi for free values. Utumi so for free skills. Skills so no your abilities. Na etumi yen so ade a usua ba usua ye no utumi sua ne ye. Enti usua ne ye na ofi say we betimi amama dance so no and also can drive your personal brand. Skills to be drive your personal brand. For example, the values no obia on give up, for example, your value, I don't give up. So that can even drive your brand. And because say, oh, Ahenkorah, you pen with memoir or your beer on give up that easily. And no crown to me drive that. The skills, no, it me your abilities, your skill set, which are more or less gift or talents. And I also to me drive your personal brand no through expertise. Na aya na dodo na man for the expertise no efra skills no but expertise okay. Near a higher level of skill so nim say me skill la me woni na me to me a master no so when you have a mastery of the skills no then that becomes more of your expertise. It could also be by training, regular training, consistent training. What training our developing who do hono na we who say you know but to me, I don't know drive a personal.
To be funny, say we will be naturally. Say obi ka say ya, unsuya kraba utumi but say ukosuya. Now we suya ni year.
Yes.
Okono wa gaining mastery.
We gaining mastery.
Enu nebe mo dance.
Enu be mo dance.
Okay.
Enti eno keke no. Ebi ebe fa ne say keke because you are gifted. But osanso di nim de ne ka ho na usuya ka ho na otokoso a ama we gaining mastery no. Then you become more of an expert in that area. And at the final one, also your personality.
Personality.
Or personality, no, be to me a boa maudi I drive it or personal brand. Now personality in there, adibia as soon as you can once a man, it's because you see in your your different types of personality traits. But your group here into 5. And non stress bako na one sign of personalities here. You can have a combination of all the 5.
Yes.
But bako ejinim and I say bako edi akotene wo oni yemo. Inti there have been a lot of research. For example, Fisk, McCrae mo my research be they call it the ocean model and I said the big 5-factor model FFM and then they mentioned say the ocean model no is O for openness, C for conscientiousness, E for extraversion, A for agreeableness, N for neuroticism. What are they saying? All they are saying is nipe biya no yeah what this personality traits now I mix it up. What are the personality traits? They are nema recur regularly with the way we behave and the way we do things. So we can predict your behavior through your personality side.
Okay.
For example, if you be an obia facha me, you will be avan say ebia BBC ofia or beyond na ho man say into bon say beka say akwa bia ba fi ha abebo we asum say na bra ko fi wa ha. Meanwhile, no, whether we name say bra ko fi asesa na on say but obetima predict the personality types or no all mark man be but we are also saying say and no interest say nipa bit me ayesa because time it many passes events to many passes you will be a note me hey sabe ne mama ne papa free my fe form so name be so it makes a personality type in other words cry nipa no so to me go through a certain experience no assessa utumi officer or any more basa or manager na fe maybe so assessa so at that point when you're able to discover your personality trait you can use that personality trait what do you do to build a certain personal brand uyo be avance or there opekasa you are outgoing you like meeting people there is a positive and a negative look out for the positive then reflect over it use that to build your brand. Uyo be uye calm, uye calm. Because you see, one of the mistakes I'm on for here and say, oh, you're a managing director, you probably say, but we also believe say leaders are disproportionately distributed within the personality types.
Okay.
Yes. Into you calm and not just want to be a leader. The leadership strength, in the calmness na ni pane no. Obviously gidi. Or your leader, not strength, comes from there. Obviously, you'll be at the on cash, and it can still be a leader.
Yeah.
Now the truth of the matter is that you have to sit reflect on your personality type, see the strength in your personality type because now our weaknesses, no strength.
Okay.
But when you have a chair, strength in your personality type, no way you so no. Now, would they build a personal brand? So you can do that.
What can value? What can skill? What can personality?
Expertise as well.
Expertise and so authenticity. Say what can we skill, values, expertise, personality. Where does authenticity come in? Because and no so bet me abua mo be standing out anamewa.
And correct.
Okay.
So authenticity is more like the originality. Wo being no. Ne ono say ya na sabio, ubetimi twa obi antro. I'm talking about authenticity. But who you
can lie to everyone, but when you are alone,
exactly.
The truth says you
Thank
the
you.
face.
Thank you. So that is where you start your personal branding from. And thank you for bringing this up. When you look into the mirror, I will not see you. I will see me. So the question is, this is me. And I'm a here. And I'm person me call. I'm more than na me wo. Then jina so na metumi nsom. Na me dia call itu sa na mo. But because we lie to ourselves sometimes, and the authenticity becomes something we need to be discussing. Otherwise, originality is you. Be original. Who you are. Now look at the strength within that originality, because there is a concept of authentic leadership.
Yeah.
And authentic leadership is saying that to thine own self be true.
Say it again.
To thine
own
self be true.
Okay.
In Takoya say one kasankasa ne originality. You should be original. And you should be guided by the things that you believe in, especially the values.
Statement no nan kampese o kan twi say wo dey ye say eba no wo a wo di nukrema
onukredie mu.
Wow.
Eno no asichere ba kon so ne say mpense mu ba kon ne say sabio 34 ne kan so the okono nim say o twa say ne chiachia. Authentic leadership say no o twa say no nim so chiachia.
Unim pa.
So that's why we have something that you need to learn to monitor and evaluate every step that you take. Into me to an amobi no menante me ko 1 kilometer journey na menante a me ko be 300 meters bia ese me to be gina na me hwe mechi na me hwe say assess it and your friend is self reflection yeah entire nye
eno an se ekosa
ekopim ya say
me hu yanka
ka be fa say enti when you want to abide by authentic leadership, there should be some personal values a guide one kasa. We to anamo a no we gina. Na wa set some namuntu. You know? Yes? I have been I've been head of HR before in my past. Na once upon a time we had a certain branch manager. Member company, but at least people know me so. Obia or problem with every employee. To no case on per employee we are. But later, no, me am here my personal check. Na say no, or no problem. No.
The common denominator.
No, because overcome, and that is where authentic leadership come in? Do we do self-reflection enough? Into your own authenticity. So within the process of building a personal brand, you should be authentic. You should do more self-reflection. One kasa winim, or skills are all. One kasa winim, or gaps are all. One kasa winim, weaknesses are all. One kasa winim, strength. So why don't you do this before you are back on the journey? So that's how it works.
For someone who has lived the fake life, because you can't say kind of crepa, you made it to platform. Yeah, me share on so many platforms. Now I collect ideas, bits and pieces of it, so that helps me to create my questions for the interview. Obika say, Auntie Joy, you say kind of crepa. The people live fake life. Obi a wakɔ nim we live fake saa no for personal branding sake. Ebede na nipa de to me free saa fake ni mu. Na fe senya okay authentic. Say people know you for who you are, because with that na be to me akɔ nim. Nti ebede na nipa de to me free saa fake from the boss to the least of us.
That's a good one, but I think there's also a little bit of connection with what I said early on. I think the main thing is in you just have to drop. In one of my books, I was talking about learning to drop your shoulder pads.
Learning to drop your shoulder pads.
The shoulder pads, yeah.
The shoulder pads make you.
Yeah. Into drop and be you.
Ooh.
There's one thing about personal branding. In Kayo Komucha, Sebi Nyanina, we'll be talking about the unique you. A unique you. People easily become, if you like, out-competed, even though they are not in competition. They feel, say, obi chame, obi say.
Onwa obi akra ni nsia kan. But onwa hu say obi ani ni nsia kan.
Yes, it's another level of having a low self-esteem.
Wow. So how do we begin to get out of that fake lifestyle? Because
good. So you drop yourself.
Yeah.
Find out exactly who you are.
Okay.
There's an exercise about sometimes finding out who you are. It's very difficult, but if you do it, we are sana and shell so. Until you develop a personal brand, you get to know, say, oh, despite everything, no, me was trying to be. And yes, sir, be crying now, oh, you're lion. But now, ora, who say want to mean too, because it only too. It only a kin in the air.
That goes back to buttress near now who can say obi ho ye din.
Yeah.
But our very effective leadership obi so agidi so strength no.
Obi beti my gidi. Obenya beti my be brave. He can get about 20 things done in the workplace within 1 hour.
Yeah.
But obi ko no na portals be brave them.
Mistakes in kwa.
Obi so ha o ye din o de be 2 days na be ye. Obi we no o nya mistake back. So what is your strength? So you just need to come back, circle back to where everything should start. Oh, by na ye dropping your background zero no. But that exercise, no, it should be you. I've seen people when they are ready to build a self, image or a very good personal brand. You see them that within like 3 months, they now, calm, quiet. They are trying to find themselves, rediscover. I think here in a part of the world, we don't do it too much. Yeah, we don't do it too much. Another exercise I was saying, there are times that you need to be able to lock yourself. TV off, radio off, phones away, just you. Reflect so deep. Yeah, do self-introspection.
Yeah.
Then when you are doing that, you finish, come and pen all the things down. Now, between now to June, maybe June is gone, but from June to December, I'm going to just start and then build a certain public image which reflects me, authentic enough to show who I am professionally and personally, more or less portraying the unique me. When you're able to do that, as anyone said, Obia, you're unique and special.
Obia.
But yeah, no, is that so? Obi crapo de be gold grass in him. Na ni ne bre
Obi clay.
Enkati clay.